Margaret Thatcher and Angela Merkel. Two iron-willed leaders, one lasting political legacy. The annals of modern politics are shaped by leaders whose vision, determination, and intellect redefine their nations and the world stage. When we think of women who not only broke the highest glass ceilings but also commanded their countries with unyielding authority, two names stand tall: Margaret Thatcher and Angela Merkel. One, the uncompromising British Prime Minister known as the Iron Lady; the other, the pragmatic German Chancellor who guided Europe through turbulent times. Separated by decades and distinct political landscapes, both demonstrated extraordinary leadership, strategic acumen, and the ability to maintain authority in male-dominated spheres. This detailed comparison examines their leadership styles, political philosophies, crises management, and enduring legacies, maintaining the flow without tabular interruptions. Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady of conservative reform. Margaret Hilda Thatcher, born in 1925 in Grantham, England, rose from a modest background to become Britain's first female Prime Minister in 1979. Her political career spanned 11 transformative years, during which she reshaped the economic, social, and political landscape of the United Kingdom. Thatcher's approach was defined by ideological clarity, decisive action, and an unwavering commitment to her vision of conservatism. Thatcher's economic policies, collectively known as Thatcherism, emphasized free markets, privatization, deregulation, and reduction of state intervention. She faced entrenched labor unions, economic stagnation, and social unrest, responding with a combination of firmness, political skill, and unrelenting rhetoric. Her leadership style was authoritative and disciplined. She believed that conviction and consistency were the keys to effective governance. On the global stage, Thatcher projected strength, forming a close partnership with U.S. President Ronald Reagan, taking a hard stance against the Soviet Union, and demonstrating formidable resolve during the Falklands War, where military decisiveness reinforced national pride and political credibility. Thatcher's cultural and political legacy is polarizing but undeniable. She redefined the role of women in politics, proving that intellect, conviction, and determination could overcome entrenched prejudice. Domestically, she transformed Britain's economy, even as her policies sparked controversy and social debate. Internationally, she established a model of resolute leadership that emphasized principle, strategic alliances, and national interest over compromise. Her image as the Iron Lady endures as a symbol of strength, resilience, and ideological certainty. Angela Merkel, the pragmatist of modern Europe. Angela Dorothea Merkel, born in 1954 in Hamburg, Germany, rose to prominence in post-reunification Germany and became the country's first female chancellor in 2005. Over 16 years in office, Merkel emerged as a defining figure in European and global politics, known for her methodical pragmatism, measured decision-making, and ability to maintain stability amid unprecedented crises. Merkel's leadership style is characterized by careful analysis, consensus building, and incremental reform. Unlike Thatcher's ideological rigidity, Merkel relied on pragmatism and negotiation, navigating Germany through the 2008 financial crisis, the Eurozone debt crisis, and the European refugee challenge with cautious yet decisive measures. She emphasized scientific reasoning, data-driven policies, and long-term strategic planning, projecting calm and rationality in moments of uncertainty. Merkel's approach to international diplomacy balanced German interests with European unity, earning her recognition as the de facto leader of the European Union and a stabilizing force in global politics. Merkel's legacy extends beyond crisis management. She championed climate policies, digital transformation, and the strengthening of European institutions, leaving Germany more resilient and globally respected. Her tenure demonstrated the power of quiet determination, intellectual rigor, and principled pragmatism. Unlike the polarizing Thatcher, Merkel cultivated broad consensus, demonstrating that steady, thoughtful leadership could achieve remarkable outcomes without dramatic rhetoric or unilateral action. The political bond and divergence in leadership. Both Thatcher and Merkel share the distinction of breaking gender barriers, becoming icons in global politics, and steering their nations through complex challenges. Both commanded respect through competence, intelligence, and authority, and both understood the necessity of strategic alliances and global awareness in achieving national objectives. The key distinction lies in style and approach. Thatcher thrived on bold, ideologically driven action, often imposing decisive reforms with limited compromise, whereas Merkel relied on pragmatism, negotiation, and incremental solutions. Thatcher's strength lay in her ability to inspire conviction and mobilize opinion through unwavering principles. Merkel's strength lay in her analytical rigor, patience, and ability to maintain stability in a rapidly changing international environment. Thatcher reshaped Britain through decisive intervention and confrontation. Merkel guided Germany and Europe through consensus building and careful stewardship. Both leaders faced immense challenges that would have overwhelmed less capable politicians. Thatcher confronted a Britain struggling with economic decline, industrial unrest, and declining global influence. Merkel confronted a Europe threatened by financial instability, political fragmentation, and humanitarian crises. In each case, the leader's personal style and approach defined not only immediate outcomes but also the long-term trajectory of their nations. Conclusion: 2 leaders, 1 enduring legacy. Margaret Thatcher and Angela Merkel exemplify the transformative power of female leadership in modern history. Both demonstrated that intellect, strategy, and resilience could overcome entrenched barriers and redefine governance. Thatcher leaves a legacy of ideological courage, economic reform, and uncompromising leadership. Merkel leaves a legacy of pragmatic problem-solving, European cohesion, and steady stewardship of national and international interests. Both changed the course of their countries and inspired generations of leaders worldwide, proving that strength, whether bold or measured, is timeless in its capacity to shape history. If you appreciated this comparison, don't forget to support the channel. Likes, comments, and subscribing enable the continuation of content like this. Which political leaders or historical figures should we compare in the next video?